All right, everyone, here we go with the second half of July, what the kids like to call a mid-month reading, mid-July 2025, whatever you want to call it. Here we are. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. It's straight up energy reading. And I did a pre-shuffle. We're going to do something a little different. Normally, I wouldn't do these decks in this order, but I'm going to use the Light Seer as a base deck and the Witches as a clarifier. Should be interesting. I like switching it up sometimes with these two. I've got an Empress. I got the best hits in the tarot staring at me just on the surface energy. I asked the universe what it wants to tell you about the second half of July, which I'll tell you runs from about the middle of the last week, shall we say, right up through about Lionsgate, around the middle of August, give or take. Okay? So that's sort of the time frame we're working with here. I got an Empress. That's you. Most of you who are here are DF energy. I've got in your connection, right? You're the DF side of things. Most of you got some enlightened DMs here. Doesn't matter because it's crossed by the Emperor. Whoever you are, makes no difference. These two, I got a divine couple. I got a very powerful soulmate connection coming in here. Sometimes I say, well, this might not be about your runner, or it might be about a friend or family member. No, it's probably about it's probably about somebody you know damn well who this is. Okay, I'll put it that way. Emperor crossing the Empress. So the Emperor reaches out to the Empress. Generally speaking, that's the environmental energy, right? We got a conversation between these two. Eight of Wands. Tarot gold right there popped up. But I'm going to give you a dose of reality. I would leave it there and get the 10 million views, but I'm going to shoot it down just a little bit and say you've got these two, you two, about to have a very confusing conversation. Seems like nothing gets done. Seems like a false victory. Five of Swords leaves one of or both of you like that, right? But actually, you get a lot done. There's actually it is actually a real victory. So it just might be a confusing conversation. I can put it that way. Sometimes, well, I'm not sure how it went, Steve. What? Seemed to go okay, right? You know, it's one of those kinds of things. I think one person in this conversation is struggling to get heard. I suspect it might be you. Okay? So the Emperor, especially if this is your runner or something, narcissists tend to think they're always right. You know, they play the game, I know you are, but what am I? Like the third grade schoolyard all the fucking time. No, that's probably you. It wouldn't be me. I can't possibly make mistakes. You know, that kind of a thing. One of you is a little less heard than the other. I'm telling you that so you can remedy that. Right? Okay, let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do it. Mid-July 2025, the second half of July. Give it to me, universe. What do you want to tell these people? First card out's before the cuts. Why the fuck are we here? I got a powerful connection here, so I'm going to do my usual reading where I get the soulmate cycle. I get the soul, your connection, and their soul and all of that. This is important. I had planned to just do a pyramid, but I can't now based on that pre-shuffle. You know, I need something bigger than that. Right? So let's go. I need some more detail. All right, it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve left here, or you're here for a reason, this reading is timeless. I'm not a fucking time lord. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it, but it could be future influence for you. It's the whole listen to me now, believe me later, hear me some other time kind of a thing, right? You know, just, it could be near future, but there's a conversation coming. All right, a lot of shuffling here, kids. All that shuffling, you heard me shuffling, right? I even think some of it, I pulled my hand forward. It's the Emperor. I mean, we're here because that fucker's reaching out to you. You have a powerful soulmate reaching out. I mean, is it possible you run into a new person and they're a really powerful, you're a divine couple? Yes, it's possible. Okay? I mean, it's possible a gamma radiation bursts. Takes out all life on Earth in a nanosecond. I mean, it could happen at any time, but I don't feel this as, my point is, I don't feel this as a new, it's unlikely that would happen. My point is, I don't feel this as a new person. Now, you know who this fucker is. We're here because they're reaching out. Fuck my ass. Okay, let's go. I mean, seriously, I would probably say that if the way I feel this energy, this is the last person in the world I expect to hear from. You saw the pre-shuffle. Emperor crossing the Empress. I mean, you might end up in bed with this person, and that's why you're confused afterward. Well, we talked, but I don't know what happened, but I lost my pants. And then and now it's morning. What happened? Right? And then they probably, because they're the emperor, they probably won't call, right? I think this energy, we're here because, look, I don't know why I'm your 50th favorite, but I will tell you right now, we're here because that emperor, that motherfucker, is reaching out to you. All you got to do is sit there, all right? You're getting this reading because you need to see it coming, okay? Is it possible it's somebody new and you get a new divine connection? Yes, it's possible for a few of you, okay? But for some of you, this is the last person in the world you ever expect to fucking hear from or lose your pants around, one or the other, okay? All right, let's shuffle the deck. Let's pull a reading. Let's go. All right. Unreal. Give me a reading, universe. Let's do it. Second half of July. Give it to me. I knew this. Unreal. I woke up this morning and I knew something was going. It's just something felt different about this morning. Something flipped. I was gonna. I'll tell you, I was gonna take the day off and do the mid-month, the second half tomorrow on Monday the 14th. But I just have to do it right now. I have to, right? I have to. All right, here we go. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. I think you've been waiting. I said it already. I don't know why I'm your 51st favorite. I said it already. I think this is the last. That motherfucking emperor is the last person you expect to hear from. I mean, you've been waiting a long time. You shouldn't have been waiting. You've been wanting. We'll phrase it that way. A long time. This is grandma on the freeway at 15 miles an hour. I think it's good. You showed up as the Queen of Pentacles. I think the conversation goes well. I just don't want you to be confused afterward. Okay? Don't be confused. That way you can, if you see this coming and you know that you might not get heard, that the DF side might be the one that doesn't get heard as much, you now know that. You can head that off at the pass, right? Okay. All right. And there you are again. It's something you've been wanting a long time. Your energy showing up as the Queen of Pentacles here. It's something you've been wanting a long time. I mean, look at that. You finally get your better pentacle. I don't know. Oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be a good reading. All right. I hope I had enough bacon. Okay, here we go. Right here, it's the energy around your connection with whoever this emperor is. Right here's the 3D energies around this person. Right here's their soul. I wouldn't be surprised if that emperor is the top card. No, it's not. Okay, we moving in new directions. But the top card doesn't surprise me. I just took a peek. You saw me take a peek. Pretty energy around your connection. I mean, I said you're about to have a conversation with this person, but what? What about that conversation? I said it's confusing, right? Yeah, it's confusing. Confusing conversation is coming. You got a confusing choice to make pretty soon. Anyway, this is the energy around your connection. This is the 3D energy around that emperor who, you know, snowball's chance in hell, but here they come. And here's their soul. Here's the hidden energy message from the universe. We'll talk to the fickle old gal. Off to the side. We'll pull her aside. The universe. We'll have a chat about this 7 of Cups. And right here's the potential final outcome for you. Your potential final. What do you get out of this besides a new pentacle? Right? I don't know. I don't know. I can't feel it yet. That's what's weird. I love readings like this. I have no idea what's about to happen. It's fucking unreal. Okay, I'll clarify everything through some universe cards at the end. And you bet your sweet asses we're going to extend this one. All right, there you are again. Okay, 3D energies around. Okay, well, energy around your connection. 7 of Cups. Confusion. You got a confusing choice. What the fuck? This guy, what he's thinking, this is you, your person, it's probably your energy attached to this. One person in this conversation, could be you, could be them, could be both, is thinking, what the fuck just happened? What do I do now? Where are my pants? He does not know where his pants are. He has no fucking idea what the hell, which one of these has my pants in it. Okay, it's a bit of that. I'm being cheeky, but not much. Okay, not much. But I am just being cheeky. It's supposed to be for entertainment purposes. I try to be entertaining. But I just read energy the way I read it. This is me. You know? I do this in person too. People think I'm crazy. I talk to myself when I read people. You know, trying to get a bead on somebody. I'll literally stand there and talk to myself as though I'm narrating and they can't hear me. You know? But a lot of times they can't because people don't pay attention. They're very self-focused. You could literally have a conversation with yourself in front of somebody, insult the fuck out of them, and they won't hear a word of it because they're too busy thinking about how great they are, right? It's fucking unreal. Or wrapped up in whatever nonsense they're wrapped up in with the 3 Instagram followers. I don't know. Right here, 3D energies around this divine counterpart emperor who confuses the fuck out of you. Wheel of Fortune. Somebody's behaving completely out of character. I'm just going to put it that completely out of character. 10, it's a 10 in the major arcana. 10's at the end, dead end that lead to a new beginning. It's a wheel. It turns everything 180 degrees. That is the energy. Somebody's out of character, and it explains why you're confused and wondering where your pants are. Somebody's out of character here. Way out. Way out. Okay. 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 Their soul is here. I'm hoping for something normal here. It bookends. Where are my pants? Upright. I mean, come on, you guys. Why am I your 50-second fan? I mean, I'm just kidding, of course. But it's the Knight of Cups. I mean, yeah. What the fuck just happened here? Did this guy? This is you, male or female? Never mind whether it's, I don't care. It doesn't matter. This is you, and you're like, did that fucking emperor just show up? What the fuck just happened? Right? This is a whole. Somebody's acting way out of character. Somebody who would never do this. This flows from 5D to 3D, is doing that. I think what the major arcana here, it's the only one in the row, is telling me, is God, source, the universe itself, whatever God you believe in, the universe, the energy around us, the environmental energy, Yugelvan, I don't care what you believe in, it's controlling things. It's running the 3D. It's manipulating the 3D. Okay? I would just say, me being Steve, the energy, 5D energy, the 5D is running the show in the 3D here. It's taken over. It's just, I mean, it's just unreal. Feels like this person who's attached to you, that emperor, has been hypnotized or something, giving some suggestions, Go bang the Empress. Okay. All right. All right, here we go. Hidden energy message from the universe. Let's talk to the fickle old gal. It's red with the 7 of Cups, but all bets are off for this reading. Queen of Wands. This has come up the last couple of readings, and I'm going to say it again. You'll only be confused if you just look at the surface of what's happening. If you dig deeper, if you dig into your soul, you'll understand what's going on with your connection. All right? I don't know if I'm going to get what's going on with your connection here. I will try when I clarify, but I'll definitely get it in the extent that is something I need to pull on. Because on the surface, it's sort of mind-blowing somebody's acting out of character, but there's a much deeper reason for it. The 5D here, very powerful card. Major Arcana 10. The Wheel of Fortune right here in this position like this. It's almost like a higher power has stepped in here. Okay? And I don't mean to put hocus pocus on it. I'm not trying to. All right? I'll just go all the way with it and say I think a unicorn and an elf have stepped in here to help out a little bit. I mean, it's that crazy town. That's the way the energy feels. All right? It feels like that. Okay. Okay. All right. Weird. Very weird. If you only look at the surface, you'll be confused. You've got to dig into your soul. Your souls are talking to each other is what I'm saying. That's where the real meaning of it all is. I don't think they know that. They're not here to hear me say it. But you're here, so you know, right? How do you dig into your soul? Well, you don't tear at your asshole, I will tell you that. I'm digging deep. No, it's not digging for gold. You feel. Just allow yourself to feel on a deeper level than just this is surface, right? That's all. That's all you got to do. Just tap into it. You're fine. Your Empress energy is up. Your reading is the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles, and this energy, you're not going to have any problem getting in touch with your soul energy. Okay? All right. And the attraction has grown stronger with this person, whoever it is. That might confuse you too. That might blow your mind. This might be somebody you said, I'll never take my pants off for them again. Not going to get in my pants, right? And all of a sudden, what's happening? Right? You don't realize it till after it's done that, oh, fucking hell, what did I say? I said they're not getting in, and here we are. Right? Could be that too. Yet, my point is, cheekiness aside, the attraction has grown stronger. And that might be confusing to you. All of a sudden, you want them again. Even though you might be mad at them. Right? Potential final outcome for you, you gotta be fucking, I just took a peek. I've been sitting here, prepped, the whole time I've been talking to the universe for you. It's right here. 10 Pentacles. It's one of the best cards I could throw. It's about the Queen of Pentacles. I said you get a new pentacle, right? Look at all these fucking. This is the overall energy. It's right there. This is the pinnacle pentacle of the. This is the pinnacle pentacle of the 10 of Pentacles, and so is that. I mean, this ends well for you. This ends with, you could have a new relationship out of this, or at least a new found love of your own life, a newfound comfort within your own life. I don't know. Something changes big because these two are red together, and this represents your life. So it's pretty powerful shit, right? Which is why I'm going to clarify with a pretty powerful deck, the Witches. I got the King of Cups randomly at the bottom. Somebody coming to tell you how they feel. All right, we ready? Let's do it. Let's straighten up the energy. I'm looking at the screen here. There we go. Okay, that's good enough for me. I could put him a little crooked. I don't believe those are from a real florist. All right, here we go. 7 of Cups. Let's do it. Doesn't feel right. Something was off. It's crossed by 7 of Cups is crossed by the Chariot. It's crossed by the Chariot. This is happening. This is sort of an energy where you're like, this is really happening. This is really, is this really happening? It may seem surreal. It may seem otherworldly to you. Look at the clouds and horses and the clouds and what the fuck's going on? And Steve said an elf and a unicorn talk. What the fuck is going on? Right? It might feel like that. What's on top? The wheel. There's the wheel and there's the wheel. Something different happens this time with this person than usually happens. Can I put it that way? It could happen through, we had it come up in a reading recently where you're in the right place at the right time. This could be that. Could be that too with the Wheel of Fortune here. All right. Yes, it's really happening. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. You know, it's something, you know, it's an old newspaper reference from years ago. Anyway, your little girl wrote into a newspaper. Anyway, it's a long story. Look it up. It's a thing. Wheel of Fortune, why is it here? 9 of Wands. Okay. See this guy looking for his pants, worried what the fuck happened, what's going on, is this really happening? Don't get in the way of your own fucking happiness here. You won't be able to talk to this person's soul to know what's going on if you stay on the surface. That's all this is saying. All right? Tear down the wall. Just take it as it comes. Take it for what it is. Okay? If it seems like this is insane, then that's what it is. Go with it. All right? Wheel. Why is it here? Let's go. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Why is it here? Wheel of Fortune. Come on now. It's crossed by the 6 of Swords. There's a mellow energy around this. This person, they're okay with it. It feels like somebody's, it feels like the wind. This guy right here paddling the canoe, I'll interpret the energy for you this way. This is the environmental energy around somebody acting out of character, which I think is driven by a higher power. Okay? The guy in the canoe here, sometimes if you're in a canoe, you get help from the wind. Sometimes if it's blowing from behind you, you can pick up some speed. You can get some good, you can get going. Somebody's getting a little help here. They're getting a little help. All right, this canoe is moving like he's got a 10-horse motor on there. That's the way it feels to me, but it all feels very nice and smooth and quiet because there isn't a motor. It's just the wind kind of blowing it along. What's on top? 3 swords. Somebody, again, feeling no pain. Somebody wants to turn this around. They want to pull the 3 swords out. The wheel turns everything 180 degrees. Why is the wheel here? Because 3 swords. Because it hurts somebody too much not to do this. It's probably how the 5D is being, or the 3D is being manipulated by the 5D. It's probably increasing pain, right? If you have more increased pain, you're more likely to take a painkiller, right? If you have a lot of feelings, you're more likely to go and do something about it. Why is the 3 swords here? The sun. There's the sun right there, and you might be blown away. Don't get in your way of it. It's there. Somebody here wants to take these 3 swords out. Somebody here is behaving out of character. Somebody's in a good mood. Somebody's very happy. Somebody is just, I mean, there's the white horse. You see the white horse? There's the white horse right there. These are 2 different decks, by the way. That's why that's significant, right? It's not, oh, that's the white horse that's all through the witch's deck, Steve. No, that's the light seer. That's the witches, right? And so, again, this guy right here is showing up. I can understand why you might put up a wall to it. I get it. I can't believe it either. You know, it's confusing because it's very surreal. Again, I point out the chariot in the clouds. Why is the Knight of Cups here? What do we get? Wow. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. What if your person's married or in a relationship in their life or something? I don't think they're hurting that person. I think they're just not telling them what they're up to. Okay? Something for you to make note of. Right? While you're looking for your pants the next morning, say, hey, by the way, does Linda know about this? You know, that kind of a thing. You know, that kind of a thing. Or, you know, or Bobby, whatever. They'll probably lie to you and say, oh, yeah, she cool with it. Okay. She's cool with it? Really? Okay. All right, here we go. Knight of Cups. So here's a little bit. I should have pulled a bridging energy there. It probably would have been some kind of bullshit like Seven Swords or something. That's sort of what I'm feeling and what I'm talking about. It's too late now. You just have to take my word for it or knock me down to your 54th favorite. Whatever it is. Knight of Cups. I'm going to ding you for that, Steve. You didn't pull a bridging energy. I know. It's crossed by 10 cups. I mean, it's what I've been saying. Look at this. It looks like fairyland. No, Steve, my emperor is not bringing a blanket, is not bringing a white horse. Hell, he ain't bringing a white car. Might get out of a white bus, but, you know, none of this is happening. I know it feels like fairyland. 10 of Cups, fairyland. And that's why is this really happening? There's a chariot in the clouds and my pants are missing and somebody's acting. I don't get in the way. Don't question it too much. Get out of the surface and start talking to this person's soul. It's sending out a distress signal to the DM. Soul is sending out a distress signal to the DF. That's abundantly clear to me here. All you've got to do to pick up on it is allow yourself to feel and shut down this wall and this questioning and whatever. What's on top? 10 Pentacles? 10 Pentacles. Oh, man. This is one of those readings I'm going to keep. I don't keep a lot of them. I don't have a lot of them backed up or anything like that. They are what they are. You know, but sometimes I save. This is one of those ones, man. Why is that here? The devil has to be here. Has to. I love it. This is what happens when you obsess about someone or something for too long, or you want to change your life but you don't do anything about it for too long and you stay stuck for too long. This, however you want to take it, paraphrasing it and making it simple, this person stayed stuck too long. And now an energy has stepped in. I'm going to pull bridging energy. And I was going to say now a higher power has stepped in, and there it is. Bridging energy, the Hierophant. That cancels out this devil and backs up exactly what I was going to say. And you know I was going to say, and now a higher power. I was going to point to that. And I've said, I better pull bridging energy. See if I'm right. It's the High Priest. It's the Hierophant. And stepped in and canceled that out. This person is in a position right now, whoever this Emperor is, this Knight of Cups, whatever you want to look at it. They're in a position right now where it doesn't matter what step they take as long as they take a step. And it doesn't matter. The only thing negative that could happen is doing nothing for this person. All right? They've got to pull this out. I mean, and they're getting help. They're getting a lot of energetic help. Okay? Call it energetic help. Call it help from God. Call it help from fucking elves and unicorns. I don't care. They're getting some help. All right? All right. Here we go. Queen of Wands. Let's talk to the universe. Let's go. Energetic help, though. It's not a physical person that's encouraging them to do this. That's what's so weird. That's why you're so fucked up about it. Like, what the fuck's going on here? So, my guess is, again, I'm not a Time Lord. I think it'll take them a little longer than the second half of fucking July to do this for most of you. But I will say that during this period of time between now and, say, the middle of August, something very surreal might happen that causes you to behave this way, and this information will help you out about taking down that wall and listening with your soul instead of your ears. Okay? I'll do the lateral thinking for you. Because some people take these readings way too literally, and they're like, well, that didn't happen. It's July 31st, and this person didn't reach out. I guess this guy sucks. No, there's more to it. Energy plays out 1,000 different ways. You know, this might be coming. It might take a little longer. But this is definitely a big energy coming towards you. But something surreal, something that causes you to go, where are my pants? You know, kind of a thing. Don't think about it on the surface. Got to go deeper to find the answer. You know, again, it all feels very pie in the sky, very chariot in the clouds, very Ten of Cups, fairyland. All right, let's go. Whatever it is, you end well. You end happy and with 3 swords pulled out of your heart. So what do you care what it is? It could be a stranger handing you a lollipop and it's your favorite. It tastes really good. You know, who cares? Grab onto something. If you find something in this world to love or that makes you happy, grab onto it and hold onto it for fucking dear life. Let me tell you right now. That Queen of Wands, why is it here? Things gotten crazy town out there. All right. Queen of Wands. It's crossed by the Magician. Yeah. You blink and you'll miss this. You just focus on the surface and you miss this. There's huge, huge alchemy happening here. There's huge lead into gold energy. It's bizarre. What's on top? The 4 of Cups. Why is that? Why is that your message, universe? Why is that here? I said something's going on with your connection with whoever this is, this primary energy. Yes, some other little shit will happen which will put you in this, and yes, please don't put up a wall. Please, you know, feel with your soul rather than worrying about what's going on the surface. Things on the surface don't tell the full story here at all. Okay? So that's fine. But talking about that Emperor, okay? The person you never thought you'd fucking hear from. I get it. But we conquered the devil here in the soul with the high priest. It said there's something going on with your connection. It's showing up here. It's just, yeah, the King of Wands. It's tough to figure out. I've got the King. Somebody had time. I'm trying to figure out a way to phrase it for more than one fucking person watching. I've got the bridging energy is the King of Wands on top of the Queen of Wands. So these would be, you know, bookends, basically. Bookending the Queen of Wands is the King of Wands, right? I would say something like that. So I'll lay the cards out like this. So I can say, with this Emperor, as far as the connection with you, what happened when the High Priest here, the Hierophant, stomped out the devil energy, the little static energy that was keeping them from being vulnerable, or keeping them stuck or afraid to make a move. This person, it's almost like time itself stopped. And that's not what happened. Okay, let's not go crazy here, all right? No conspiracy theories or anything, no nonsense. I'm just trying to explain it to you, okay? It's as though time stopped. And this person had a chance to take a good, hard look at the relationships in their life or their approach to them and saw, plain as day, basically, you know, saw that they're not really happy, number one, but also saw, it's sort of what this guy's thinking right here, which is, I am an asshole. Holy crap. Right, it's a bit of that. They had a chance. It's as though time stopped. It's bizarre, but that's the only way I can describe it to you. That's not literally what happened. But sometimes we get a glimpse of things, you know, and it's helpful. This was a helpful glimpse that they got, okay? The Burger King. Got to see. The Burger King, if you behave, basically they saw if you behave like the Burger King, all you're going to get is Burger Queens. And that's nothing but trouble. The Queen of Wands sometimes is trouble, you know, and in this case it is for this person. Final outcome for you is 10 Pentacles. You get somebody you've wanted in your life. Can I put it that way? Or for some of you, as far as other things happening, something you've wanted in your life, or an opportunity. You could get a new job out of this too. This energy, all energy, plays out 1,000 different ways, you know. Same frequency of energy that makes a supposed friend, steal a $20 bill from your wallet is the same frequency of energy that makes somebody rob a bank. The only thing different is the surrounding energies, right? Let's see where we're at here. 10 of Pentacles. Final outcome for you. Yeah, I said, what did I say over here? I said there's a lot of alchemy. It's big alchemy. Lead into gold on crack. It is. It's crossed by the magician. There's a huge transformation coming in your life. It's happening whether you want it to or not. It's rooted in a major arcana. The major arcana has taken over. The 5D has taken over the 3D of someone attached to you. Probably taken over your life a little bit too, pointing you in directions. You might find yourself going somewhere and going, wow, I didn't want to come here. Why am I here? Why did I take a left back there? Why did I do that? You're going to ask yourself a lot. I joke that it's pants. Where are my pants? I'm just trying to be cheeky, right? You're going to be wondering, how did I get here? A little bit. It's just the nature of this energy. There is one specific emperor that comes towards you. It's very powerful. Yes, but other shit's going to happen too. So pay attention. If you find yourself this guy, right, with a chariot up in the clouds, crossing it, going, this can't be, what am I doing? What, right? It's big transformation, huge transformation in your life. That's the final outcome for you. You want me to leave it there? I wish I could, because it's probably going to go to shit right now. No, I mean, I don't mean to be, it's not that it's going to go to shit. It's just, nothing's ever perfect, is it? Right? I mean, you don't want unicorns and elves. You know, I mean, yeah, what do we get here? 7, see, I told you. You should have shut off. Right? No, I'm just kidding. 7, why is it? This is something it happens surprisingly easy. You conquer this 3 of Swords. It all happens surprisingly easy. Something you would normally figure you'd have to fight for, and I'd have to go on a dark night of the soul. And I hate dark nights of the soul. I hate it when Steve gets into preacher mode and starts talking about I should be doing this and I should be doing that. Blah, 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 blah. This happens surprisingly easily for you. Why? Because humans are not driving. I'll tell you what. All right, why is that here? The Knight of Pentacles. On one hand, it feels like a gift. On the other hand, it just backs up. Why is the 7 of Wands here, the Knight of Pentacles? You don't really have to do much. You just wind up at the reservoir. And you got an opportunity here to have change happen in your life that you've wanted to have happen. And I shit you not, I just took a peek at what's fueling this magician. And it does not surprise me that it's this guy. 7 cups, 7 cups. Right? Again, try not to be... This energy can make a lot of people doubting Thomases, right? It can make a lot of people like that a little bit. It is what it is. What's the bridging energy here? Yeah, it is what it is. It's all how you look at it. It's the 2 of Pentacles. It's the bridging energy here. For some of you, you actually have the opportunity. It looks to me like a decision's been made for you, okay? A decision's been made. Something you may have put a wish out or a manifestation a long time ago about how you wanted your life to be. It kind of shows up here. Don't jam it up with indecision. Don't jam it up with that. It just keeps coming up, that repeat message over and over again, okay? Because if you do, if you jam it up, it's 5 swords. It might feel like a false victory. When actually, 3 of Pentacles, it's a solid new beginning. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. Let's go. Give me something. Let's get back to the light seer. It's beautiful energy. It's really nice. It's really nice. But again, I keep getting a warning. A warning that you'll jam it up, that you'll put up a wall and block your own happiness, because it doesn't seem like you're not really sure how or why it's happening. Whatever it is. Whether it's this emperor showing up or something else that happens, a job or something that changes your life in a big way or provides the opportunity. Just with that magician crossing there, there's huge transformation in your life in some way. It's yours to fuck up, okay? It's very clear here with the 5 of Swords and the 2 of Pentacles. But a new beginning is on offer. Again, a minor arcana. Again, you guys, human beings, are reflecting as very minor arcana here. It's sort of there's a split in the energy, in other words. There's God, source, the universe itself doing this, this, and this, and there's other people maybe getting in the way. And I'm asking you, don't do it. Don't get in the way. Just, some really weird shit's going to happen. Really weird shit. It could be on a small level. It could be something very minor. It could be whatever. But For a good number of you, that Emperor is headed your way. So tell me about this Emperor. What do you want to tell them about this Emperor universe? 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. I like this. Yeah. The intention's already been set. Things are already in motion as I pull this reading. Okay? The intention's there. 2 of Wands. The Hermit. Again, it's about the soul. The 3 of Wands. And I was right about the intention being set. Right? Here we go. The 2 of Wands escalates to the 3 of Wands. Somebody's already on the way. Think of it like ordering a pizza. Right? You've ordered the pizza. A lot of times now you go like Domino's or something, they got the tracker, you can track it online. Well, the little tracker guy is moving towards your house, basically. Or he's grabbing the hot pie and sticking it in his car, one or the other. Okay, that's sort of where we're at here. What I like is the base energy. So, yeah, this shit's on. Shit's gonna happen, all right? I like this base energy, though. Justice, crossing the Hermit. I like that very much. Why? Because it's exactly what I fucking told you in this reading. If you look at the surface, you will be confused, you will fuck this up. You've got to go deeper. You've got to feel what's happening to you. If you can do that, you'll be all set. Somebody else did. Somebody else had a moment, but the universe had to almost, well, again, don't take me literally, but almost stop time for them to stop long enough and actually take a look at their life. You know, somebody has done that here. Yeah, there's more to come between you and that Emperor. I'm going to read the Page of Wands that way. That's the way it feels. Okay? There's more to come. You can believe that. There's more to come with this person. Whoever they are. And if they've passed on, I always get the person that tries to trip me up. You know, they passed on. You're right. You know, there's more to come with this person. You're still energetically connected. I don't give a fuck if they've passed on. I don't give a fuck if you cremated them at Bob's Cremation Services and got them in some fucking Ziploc baggie. I don't fucking care. You're still energetically connected. You don't have the power to destroy energy. It's not really, you know. You're not the warlock on the hill any more than I am, and I'm not even sure the warlock on the hill can defy the laws of physics. So that being said, here we go. That is your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you want the extended, yeah, I'm going to pull on your connection a little bit more. I'm going to see what happened when time stopped. I'm going to see what this devil was, and I'm going to pull on you specifically. Because I think there's more happening for you than just this Emperor. Okay, I think there's a few more things going on. We'll see. All right. Anyway, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Do what you want with it. Always make your own decisions. Okay? All right. There you go. Good luck.